Alright guys, I got two brand new licks for you that I've been working on, and going to get right into them. Right now I'm still using the the Ernie Ball Everlast phosphor bronze strings. Just put them on. This is a brand new set of strings, just put them on. So this video might come out after the review and after I've already changed strings. I'm not exactly sure, but these are the strings I'm using for this video. Still using the blue chip pick. Just going to work on a couple of these licks that I've come up with in the key of G and in the G shape. No matter where you're at, you can use these licks in this G shape. The first one is up here on the, I'm going to be on the 7th fret, and I'm just sliding like maybe from the 5th fret. And I'm just going to work my way up, thinking of the second position of the pentatonic scale, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to be using the E, the B, and the G strings though. So we're going to go, that's mainly the main part of this first lick that you heard earlier. And all I'm doing is sliding up to that note right here. And but once again, these were on the E string, 8, 6, 8, 6, 7. All right. Just sliding and walking that right up. Then hitting this note on the 8th fret of the E string. And then I'm just going to hit that note in between these two, which is the 7th fret. Right there's a cool little bluesy lick that you can do. That you can do a couple different places. That was in box 1 of the pentatonic shape. So that would be like the second half of the lick. 8, 6, hammer on to 7, 8 on the B string. And I'm just, you can do a little pull off and a hammer on. 2 down strokes, 8, 6, 7, the G string, then upstroke, and 2 upstrokes usually. But when you come back to this note, make sure you hit it with your ring finger because we're going to descend chromatically. So now we're just working our way down to the 5th fret using chromatic notes. And these are the 2 chromatic notes. That's the chromatic note in between these 2 notes. And then here is the chromatic note between these 2 notes of the pentatonic scale. Okay. So if I was to count this up, we'd have 1, 2, 3. So it's a minor third to a major third. And the other note, that is the flatted 5th, which is the blues note in the blues scale. So we have part of the blues scale in this, but I'm thinking chromatically. In other words, going from here down a half step, down another half step to the note that's my target. Now you can pick this, or you can do some pull-offs and hammer-ons, which will make the lick a little bit faster. Once again, I've recently discovered, now, like I said, I may have already said this on another video, but on some YouTube videos, now I'm not sure what the qualifications are for each YouTube video. Okay, good. Just want to make sure that my microphone was still on. I'm not sure exactly what the qualifications are for either YouTube video to have this feature. But if you look in the bottom, this should be your right-hand side. If you look in the bottom of the right-hand side, where the little cog is on the player, you should be able to see, when you click on it, it usually has like, I think it has annotations, and it also has the resolution. On some videos, it has the speed that you can adjust. So if at any point in time on this video, if this video has that, you can slow things down to like even half speed, okay? Or even 2 times slower than normal, and so you could follow along. So keep that in mind. If I don't mention it again, keep that in mind for future videos of mine, Some of them will probably have that feature, so that if you have any problems, just slow the thing down and you can follow along very easily. So let's go back to this. Slide up 5 to 7 G string, and then walk that up 6 to 8, and then on the E string 6 to 7, and we got the 8th fret here. So actually we're hearing this twice. Okay, so, but the second time, make sure that you're aiming with your ring finger. And when we hit that, we're going to have this open string. Okay, and that's usually an upstroke. So this is down, up, and then we can go from the 3rd fret to the 4th fret on that G string. That could be an ending lick. Like if you're just playing, let's go ahead and, I've had some people request that I play these things in context. So let's try to see what this sounds like in a lick. Like instead of the ending lick that you heard in the beginning, let's try to make that the ending. Then you can add something else based on the timing in that. Okay, so that's basically the timing that you would see that in. Now let's go to another chromatic type of lick, and that's based off this little lick that I've went over many times in my videos. Okay, that is a very popular lick among bluegrass legends like Brian Sutton, Tony Rice. All the guys know that one. That's some of the techniques that I use in my Bluegrass Guitar Essentials course, which may or may not be available right now, depending on the timing of this video. So definitely check out the website www.bluegrassguitaressentials.com for the course that everybody's been asking me about and everybody's been requesting that I do some kind of bluegrass course. This is it. This is the defining course that I've always wanted to produce. Check out that website. Once again, www.bluegrassguitaressentials.com, and you can check that out and find out more information about that by signing up for the mailing list, which I send out updates and things like that regularly. Okay, so the next lick is once again based on that. So we're going to start off, we're going to just walk it down. This shape, this is the 5th shape of the pentatonic box. If I was in the key of, let's say, A, it would look like, A is right there, it would look like this. Okay, but since the open strings are taking care of that big stretch, all you have to do is this right here. So basically you got 2 open strings in the middle, and the E, B, A, E strings are the same frets, 1st and 3rd. So, and then for these open strings, it's also the 3rd fret. And that's the bluesy, the minor pentatonic scale shape in the 5th box position. So we're going to start there, and we're going to start with the 3rd fret and just let's see. We're going to pick the first note, and then an upstroke, pull off on the 2nd to the 1st fret. Downstroke on the B, 3rd fret. Now this is the tricky part for me that I have problems with. You're not going to come back down to this note. You're going to come down to the 2nd fret here and then do that little pull off from the 2nd to the 1st fret on the B string. And that's a backtrack. And I go over backtracking as well in the Bluegrass Guitar Essentials course. I also have a video here on YouTube if you type in backtracking. Okay? And then for that, I'm usually just barring these 2 strings so that I don't have to move back and forth. That way this note's already there when I need to hit that 2nd fret pull off on the B string. And from there, it's basically open-ended. You can end it any way you want to, and I do it several different ways. So if I did this slowly, you would be able to see what I'm doing here. Let's try it again. Now, I hardly ever use the trill there. I just automatically go to the pull off. To me, it sounds better. So we got that twice. Okay, so we can use that first lick I told you about as the second half of this lick. And that would happen right here. Alright, so another way to end this . There's one of them. Once again. That would be a good way to end that right there. There's another one. I really like that one. That's good. But the problem is, it's happening so fast that I forget exactly what I'm doing, and I'll just end it whatever way that I can at that moment. Let's try it again. You just have to work that in any way you can. Okay, so once again, let's try incorporating both of these in a song. That's a little fast, so let's slow that down. Going to F, and then C, back to G. Timing's not right to it quite there. Usually to me that's kind of like an ending lick. So let's use that at the end and use the other one at the front. Okay, so those are the two chromatic style licks that I've got for you today. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please click that like button. And if you're new, please click the subscribe button. I put out weekly videos, and sometimes more than one. The main lesson videos I like to reserve for right now, as of now, and it has been for a while, on Tuesdays. Usually around 10:30 in the morning Central Time is when I usually schedule it to release. So I've got plenty more videos, as you can see by searching this channel. A lot of my students have just recently discovered it, and they're bookmarking a bunch of the videos that help them. So I hope that this video helps you. These are some nice Tony Wright style licks and Brian Sutton style licks, especially this one right here. Every bluegrass guitarist ought to know this lick. That little second fret pull off, and that little thing I just did, you can see on the backtracking video. I think I go over that. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. Once again, these are the Ernie Ball Phosphor Bronze Everlast strings. Check those out. Probably already got a review up by now of these, so you can probably see the review of those strings. Like I said, these are brand new. Haven't had a chance to work them in, but I'll go back and do a review. And it's just all out of whack timing-wise, but the important thing is the content. So I hope you like this video. I hope it's been helpful to you. And thank goodness for once it's a short video. Okay, so I'm not going to continue rambling. I want to say check out bluegrassguitaressentials.com, and you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish just by following along with the things that I teach you on that course, okay? Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful spring day wherever you're at. I'm sure that this will be released before the end of spring, probably very soon. So thanks so much for watching. Incorporate these licks, and why don't you do something else? Why don't you send a video or upload a video and leave a comment below of your video using these licks? That would be awesome to see other people using some of the licks that I, approach or that I teach you to do. Maybe you could upload a video and then leave a link in the comments below, letting us see your version of these licks, and maybe even what you've decided to tweak these licks. These are totally open-ended. You can tweak them any way that you want to. My goal is to help you get familiar with being more comfortable on the fretboard. Most people are stuck right here at the top of the fretboard. They don't know where to go. So these things that I'm teaching will help you navigate the fretboard a lot easier and be more comfortable with it. A lot of it has to do with picking. A lot of it has to do with open string transitions. I have some of those videos here on YouTube, but you're going to benefit the most by checking out the Bluegrass Guitar Essentials website, because that product that I created encompasses all the things that I feel are the essentials in being able to play bluegrass guitar like the legends. Okay, that's the name of the course, Bluegrass Guitar Essentials. That's because I feel that that is what you need to start playing awesome bluegrass. Okay, so if you're stuck, check that website out. Check out the product, and I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm going to quit rambling now before this becomes a long video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. God bless, and enjoy the awesomeness that is playing bluegrass guitar.